playoffs make me think about a lot when it comes to the Los Angeles Lakers. When I look at OKC Thunder and the way I look at Isaiah Hartenstein play and Chet Holmgren, I'm like, damn, the double big man lineup can be really effective depending on who you have surrounding around it. Even for the Minnesota Timberwolves, we understand what Rudy Gobert has done, what he did against the Lakers in that first round matchup. And to be able to swap out Rudy Gobert for Naz Reid, a different type of big man who can take guys off the dribble, stretch the floor out, and also can defend at a relatively good level. Deondre Hawkins here with another edition of Lakers Talk Daily presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. You can play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, the official Native American resort and casino of the Los Angeles Lakers. Skip the traffic. Head on over to Pechanga Resort Casino just off the I-15 in Temecula. Visit Pechanga.com or call 888-PECHANGA for reservations and for more information. So what I'm getting at with this, when I see the Thunder play, when I see the Timberwolves play, obviously two different styles of play compared to the Lakers. But the Timberwolves are able to go deep in their rotation. They have a great rotational unit. The OKC Thunder, same thing. They can go deep in their bench, and guys can come in. You can plug them right in, and they can play right away. Shea can sit down on the bench, foul trouble for a little bit, even if not in foul trouble. They're able to sub him out and find some sort of rest for an all-star player like Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. Anthony Edwards, same thing. The Timberwolves, if they could and if they needed to, they can find some rest for Anthony Edwards in a playoff series. That was not the case when J.J. Redick obviously rolled the dice, when the Lakers went no subs at all in that second half. And I know a lot of people are saying it's because he's not trusting his second unit. It's because he feels like this is the best chance to win. Is it because he feels like you're going to get the most out of this core in the second half compared to bringing in a guy like Jackson Hayes or a guy like Gabe Vincent or a guy like Vanderbilt? He rolled the dice, didn't work. It is okay. Coaching curves, it's going to happen. He has some bumps throughout the whole playoff series. It's a good sign because J.J. Redick is going to be able to come in next season and correct those mistakes, especially if the Lakers were to make a playoff and try to make a deep playoff run. But there's one ultimate thing that we keep on saying. The Lakers need a big. The Lakers need a big man. There was a proposal from CBS Sports. I believe his name is Sam Quinn. Hear me out on this trade. So the Dallas Mavericks, we understand how this season went down. Kyrie Irving will be out for damn near half of the season next year with the ACL injury. And we know the Mavericks are looking into the Daniel Gafford situation. Do they want to keep two big men along with Anthony Davis when Anthony Davis is going to be playing the four? I know the Mavericks trust a lot in Derek Lively. So with that being said, with the Mavericks looking for a guard, because they're going to need one when Kyrie Irving is going to be out. And they said they're going to be looking into the market for a guard to be in there, to plug in right away with Kyrie Irving, and waiting until Kyrie Irving's return. Lakers need a center, right? Here we go. There's the 3-team proposal. And I want you guys to let me know if this will be too much that the Lakers are giving up to acquire this center. So the Dallas Mavericks will get Trailblazers, the 3-team trade. The Trailblazers guard Anthony Simons. The Lakers would get Daniel Gafford, and the Trailblazers would get Dalton Knecht, Maxi Kleber, Dwight Powell, Caleb Martin. The Lakers 2029 unprotected, who the Mavericks got in the Luka Doncic trade. The Lakers 2031 first round pick and the 2030 swap rights from the Los Angeles Lakers. 3-team trade. I do believe that is a lot to give up for a guy like Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford obviously proved a lot with the Dallas Mavericks and when he made that conference finals run with them last season. And then going into this season, obviously he had a lot of injury bumps. You know, he was really ineffective in the lineup because he had a lot of injuries going into the playoffs especially. But Daniel Gafford is a vertical lob threat, and he already has that chemistry when it comes to him pairing up with Luka Doncic. He understands the pick and roll situation. He understands Luka Doncic is going to look up and give it to him off the lob. But Daniel Gafford is also a high-level shot blocker. He gets up and gets it. And he's a very, very talented rebounder. And he will not play himself out of the lineup like Jackson Hayes did. And Daniel Gafford is someone that the Lakers can look into. But how is there going to be ways Lakers don't have to give up so much for a guy like Daniel Gafford? Talent, but not enough to give away that much, in my personal opinion. I think this 3-team trade is crazy. Don't know. Obviously, you have to get into the salary cap issues and the picks and all this stuff. I wouldn't be able to dig in that much to give you guys what they need to do in order to make a trade like that work. But this is just a speculation trade that I'm going to throw out there right now. Daniel Gafford, like I said, he already played with Luka Doncic. He will be a guy that can be easily plugged in with this Lakers system. Daniel Gafford, I don't know if he'll be ready to be able to switch 1 through 5 like how the Lakers love to do. But one thing he will always is going to do, Daniel Gafford is going to give you high energy and high effort when he steps on that basketball court. And he's going to give you every single thing he got, not only on the defensive end of the floor, but Daniel Gafford can be a threat offensively, and it showed when the Mavericks were with him in that conference finals run. Like I said, this season he had a lot of little minor injuries that kind of kept him in and out of the lineup, and he's a guy that can normally stay healthy when it comes to that. But let me know your thoughts on this trade. Again, the Lakers are looking for a big man. They're going to be hitting the market hard for a big man. Rob Pelinka has already said it. They already understand. They addressed it in the exit interviews. They're going to find a big man. This is another proposal. Let me know what you guys think about this trade. I feel like in Mavs' favor, it does work out. They get a guard, Anthony Simons. For the Trailblazers, it definitely works out because you get all 3 of those picks. Then you get a lot of rotational guys. Obviously, Dalton Connect is young. Max Kleber, relatively still up there in age. Not want to say he's too old. Dwight Powell, and you got Caleb Martin. And then those picks help the Trailblazers out a lot if they want to try to find someone in the future to keep rebuilding and keep on building up to the young talent that they already have. Again, another trade proposal. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. If the Lakers will try to acquire a guy like Daniel Gafford. But as always, I appreciate you guys tuning in. We out.
At Pechanga Resort Casino, you can rock and roll, sip and slide, twist and shout. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, official Indian gaming sponsor of the Lakers.